Buenos Aires was created by Astor Piazzola, one of the most important and revolutionary Argentinian composers. He worked with a libretto by Horacio Ferrer, an Uruguayan poet. They created a world for Maria, a woman who's exploring her shadows, the dark side of her soul, and goes through a journey that allows her to be born again, to be created again, to give birth to a new Maria. They worked on a piece using opera, tango, and spoken word, and created a libretto in Spanish, but using a lot of lunfardo, which is the tango slang.
When we hear the word tango, we associate it with Astor Piazzolla, and when we hear the name Astor Piazzolla, we associate it with tango. And that's for a good reason. Astor Piazzolla was, in fact, the greatest exponent of this music from Buenos Aires. However, Piazzolla was many more things. Mainly, he was a fantastic bandoneon player, and he was also a great composer. He, in fact, studied composition with the great Nadia Boulanger in Paris, who famously told him to forget about his ambitions as a composer, as a legit classical composer, after hearing him improvising the bandoneon. This operita that he wrote in the late 60s is representing a little bit the spirit of Buenos Aires at that moment. That was an explosion of creativity, experimentation, avant-garde in many different ways. And it helps Piazzolla in a way synthesize the different musical worlds he inhabited. Mainly tango and classical music. It really qualifies as a contemporary opera. And at the same time, it includes elements of jazz, elements of cabaret, and stuff like that. The orchestration, in fact, represents also a meeting of these two worlds. The main part of the orchestra is similar to his quintet, where it has a bandoneon as the main instrument, with a piano, tango bass player, and a guitar. And then we have a complement of a string quintet, percussion, and flute. It's a really fantastic piece of music, and I'm so pleased that in this production we will be able to explore a very acoustic rendering of this music, and we're going to be accompanied by basically the best tango musicians that are in New York.
I'm excited to bring it to New York, to Bear Opera. So see you on April 5th, 6th, and 7th at the Blue Building, New York City. See you there.